At first glance, Yu Menglong, a talented actor known for his soulful performances and massive fan base, might seem an unlikely figure to draw the attention of global leaders. Yet the story unfolding is a testament to the intertwining of celebrity influence and international diplomacy in the 21st century. Sources hint that Yu Menglong's work and public stance on sensitive issues have reportedly become a point of tension in broader geopolitical negotiations. Fans are stunned. Social media is ablaze with theories. But what exactly prompted Trump's warning, and why would Xi Jinping even be concerned about a single actor? The answer lies at the intersection of influence, perception, and the global stage. According to insiders, Trump allegedly sent a direct message, or at least a strongly worded public statement, aimed at Xi Jinping, urging caution over actions that could affect Yu Menglong and, by extension, the perception of China on the world stage. While the official details remain shrouded in secrecy, the implications are massive. A political leverage. Some analysts suggest that the warning was part of a broader strategy to use cultural influence as a diplomatic tool. A global optics. Yu Menglong's popularity in Asia and beyond means that any perceived suppression could ignite international backlash. A soft power stakes. Celebrities are no longer just entertainers. They are symbols of freedom, expression, and influence, capable of shaping perceptions of entire nations. For fans of Yu Menglong, this isn't surprising. His roles often carry a subtle resistance against conformity and injustice, resonating deeply with audiences hungry for authenticity. His social media presence and fan community amplify his voice in ways even governments notice. Could a single actor really influence the decisions of world leaders? History suggests yes. From Angelina Jolie's humanitarian advocacy to Bono's global campaigns, public figures have repeatedly proven that charisma and influence can cross borders, and now Yu Menglong may be next in line. While we can't verify every claim, sources close to international diplomatic circles have hinted at possible scenarios. 1. Cultural diplomacy gone awry. Yu Menglong's recent projects may have touched on topics sensitive to the Chinese government, leading to whispers of potential censorship or pressure. 2. U.S. strategic messaging. Trump's warning could be viewed as a message of deterrence, signaling that any action against globally recognized cultural icons would not go unnoticed. 3. Media storm manipulation. Some experts suggest this might be as much about controlling the narrative in global media as about the actor himself. The moment news broke, fans and followers took to platforms like Twitter, Weibo, TikTok, and Instagram, creating viral hashtags such as #TrumpWarns11, #StandWithYuMenglong, #GlobalStarPower, #TheTruthRevealed. Memes, fan edits, and viral clips flooded feeds, ensuring the story doesn't just stay in politics. It dominates pop culture conversations worldwide. Political analysts and entertainment commentators are weighing in. This is a classic case of soft power intersecting with hard politics, says Dr. Emily Chen, a global relations expert. Actors and public figures are increasingly becoming the front line of international perception, notes media strategist Alex Rivera. The story itself may be partially symbolic, but the ripple effects are real, adds Dr. Richard Huang, an East Asia political analyst. Beyond the drama and fan theories, the story of Trump, Xi, and Yu Menglong speaks to a bigger truth. In the modern era, influence is no longer confined to boardrooms or parliaments. Social media, pop culture, and global celebrity voices can, and do, shape diplomacy. The message is clear. Governments may hold armies and policies, but cultural icons wield something equally powerful: public attention, loyalty, and the ability to sway hearts across borders. The world watches as the saga unfolds. Will Xi Jinping respond? Will Yu Menglong comment on the controversy? And most importantly, will this story redefine the power dynamics between celebrities and global leaders? One thing is certain. The world is never just watching politics. It's watching stories, stars, and symbols of influence collide in a spectacle unlike anything before. Yu Menglong isn't just a heartthrob or a talented actor. He represents a new type of global influence. In an era where pop culture and politics are inseparable, governments are learning the hard way that celebrities can shift public opinion faster than any press release. Consider this. Yu Menglong has tens of millions of followers across social media platforms in China and internationally. Each post, clip, or public statement can spark discussions that transcend borders. Fans often mobilize instantly, creating viral campaigns and trends that global media cannot ignore. Trump's warning may be a recognition of this reality. Controlling a celebrity's influence is no longer just about censorship, it's about international perception. Sources familiar with the situation suggest the warning was not just a casual comment. It might have been part of a high-stakes negotiation strategy. Here's what insiders are hinting at. 1. Pressure through global attention. By highlighting Yu Menglong, Trump could be signaling that any interference with prominent cultural figures will be noticed worldwide. 2. Strategic messaging. The warning may be less about the actor and more about showing strength in soft power. The U.S. could be testing China's reaction to public pressure points. 3. The Yu Menglong paradox. The actor is admired in both domestic and international markets. Any action against him risks not just fan backlash, but economic and cultural repercussions. In short, this is not just politics. It's a chess game played with tweets, headlines, and viral videos. The story ignited a storm online. Within hours, millions were talking, sharing, and speculating. Trending hashtags included #TrumpVS11, #StandWithYuMenglong, #GlobalStarPower, #TheTruthRevealed. Memes flooded social platforms, from playful fan edits to intense political commentary. Some users even devised dramatic what-if scenarios, like Trump personally negotiating Yu Menglong's safety. Platforms like TikTok and YouTube Shorts became epic enters of viral storytelling, proving that in today's world, a single post or video clip can amplify global diplomacy overnight. Political analysts and media experts are increasingly agreeing that the Yu Menglong saga is not just entertainment. It's a case study in modern diplomacy. Dr. Emily Chen, global relations expert, says, celebrities are now key nodes in international influence. Governments must consider cultural impact in ways they never did before. Alex Rivera, media strategist, notes, Yu Menglong has soft power in the truest sense. His influence can shape public sentiment, which is often more important than policy statements. Dr. Richard Huang, East Asia analyst, adds, this isn't just about a celebrity. It's about the intersection of media, perception, and power. The attention Yu Menglong brings could have strategic implications we're only beginning to understand. While it may seem dramatic, some analysts suggest the story could mark a turning point. Governments may start taking celebrity influence more seriously in diplomatic contexts. Fans, especially in the digital age, could play a direct role in shaping international relations, wielding their collective attention as a form of soft power. Yu Menglong's career itself could become a symbol, a reminder that even entertainment figures can drive global conversations and influence political agendas. While no official record confirmed these events, insiders speculate that high-level discussions may have occurred in the shadows. U.S. diplomatic channels. Some reports suggest that Trump and his advisors could have initiated informal talks with key Chinese diplomats, using the Yu Menglong issue as a symbolic bargaining chip. The Chinese response strategy. In Beijing, Xi Jinping's advisors are reportedly evaluating the situation carefully, balancing domestic control with the risk of global backlash. A misstep here could inflame international criticism. Global watchers, allies of both nations, including Europe and Asia-Pacific partners, are closely observing these developments as the story blends entertainment, soft power, and geopolitics in unprecedented ways. The fascinating part? The focus isn't just on policy, it's on perception management. Every move, statement, and social media post is scrutinized for hidden messages, making Yu Menglong an unexpected player in global strategy. One of the most mind-blowing aspects of this saga is how fans themselves are influencing international discourse. Yu Menglong's followers, spanning millions across platforms like Weibo, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, are not passive observers. They are digital activists. Viral campaigns like #WithYuMenglong have exploded, with creative videos, memes, and hashtags reaching audiences worldwide. Fans are analyzing official statements, speculating about the geopolitical meaning behind Trump's warning, and creating content that forces media outlets to cover the story. In some ways, the fan base has become a powerful lobbying group, influencing both media narratives and, indirectly, diplomatic perception. This is cultural influence as diplomacy, a phenomenon that just a decade ago would have seemed impossible. Analysts are already speculating about the long-term ramifications. 1. For Yu Menglong, his status as a global influencer could skyrocket, but he may also face increased scrutiny and pressure in China. Fans hope his voice remains independent, but the stakes are high. 2. For Trump, the story reinforces his image as a global deal-maker, someone unafraid to mix politics with unconventional strategies. Whether this gains traction with supporters or critics depends on how the narrative evolves. 3. For Xi Jinping, responding poorly could spark domestic and international backlash, but ignoring the warning might be seen as weakness on the global stage. Experts warn that this saga could reshape how governments approach cultural figures, signaling a new era where celebrity influence is a legitimate factor in international relations. From traditional news outlets to viral YouTube channels, every platform is amplifying the story. News segments are dissecting Trump's tone, the timing of the warning, and potential motives. YouTube creators and TikTokers are producing videos with dramatic reenactments, viral memes, and explained breakdowns that keep audiences engaged. Fan theories about secret meetings, coded messages, or potential interventions are circulating at lightning speed, making the story interactive and participatory. The result? A media storm that blurs the line between entertainment and geopolitics, keeping Yu Menglong at the center of global attention. Here's the kicker. A single actor, through talent, charisma, and fan engagement, has become a catalyst for international diplomatic tension. Governments now have to consider how cultural icons impact global perception. Social media communities can pressure nations and shape international narratives. The Yu Menglong saga is proof that in the digital age, the lines between celebrity, politics, and diplomacy are more fluid than ever before. The real turning point didn't happen in Washington. It didn't happen in Beijing. It happened online. Within hours of the story breaking, fan communities mobilized with military-level precision, coordinated hashtag storms, mass repost campaigns, international translation threads, viral edits that racked up millions of views. This wasn't random chaos. It was organized digital influence. And that's when analysts began to realize something extraordinary. Fan bases today function like decentralized governments. They don't pass laws. They don't hold elections. But they control attention, and attention is the most valuable currency in modern geopolitics. Why did this story hit so hard? Because it activated 3 emotional triggers simultaneously. 1. Power versus power, Trump versus Xi. 2. Leader versus star, political authority vs. cultural icon. 3. Control versus freedom, governance versus expression. It became a narrative battlefield. People weren't just debating facts. They were choosing sides in a symbolic war about influence. For decades, nations competed through military strength, economic leverage, strategic alliances. But now, there's a 4th battlefield, cultural dominance. And that battlefield is unpredictable. Hollywood once dominated global perception of America. Now, Asian entertainment industries are rising fast. Actors like Yu Menglong represent more than roles. They represent identity, youth culture, and generational voice. If a global political figure publicly references or warns another world leader over celebrity, even symbolically, it sends a message. Cultural figures matter. And that realization alone changes everything. This isn't the first time celebrity and politics collided, but the scale is unprecedented. Musicians influencing political elections, actors advocating for human rights, sports figures shaping global social movements. But never before has a digital ecosystem been this fast, this connected, this explosive. In previous decades, stories took days to spread. Now, minutes. By the time traditional media confirmed the narrative, social media had already built 3 alternate timelines, 10 conspiracy threads, and 20 viral edits. That's not chaos. That's decentralized storytelling power. Behind every viral story lies a deeper struggle. Who controls the narrative? Supporters argue Trump's warning signaled strength. Critics argue it was strategic symbolism. Observers argue the entire situation reflects a new diplomatic era. Meanwhile, China's internal narrative management becomes equally critical. Silence can mean control. Response can mean acknowledgement. Every move is calculated, because perception now travels faster than policy. Here's a question no one wants to ask openly. What happens when celebrities become diplomatic pressure points? If governments realize fan bases can influence international reputation, cultural icons become strategic assets, vulnerability points, or symbols in larger ideological battles. That possibility alone reshapes future diplomacy. There's another hidden player in this saga: the algorithm. Platforms prioritize conflict, our emotion, high engagement, controversy. Trump versus Xi over beloved actor? That's algorithmic gold. The story feeds itself. More engagement, more visibility, more reaction, more speculation, more headlines. It becomes unstoppable momentum. And once momentum reaches critical mass, even governments must respond. Perhaps the most fascinating element is this: Yu Menglong hasn't needed to say much. Silence can be power. In moments like this, the less a central figure speaks, the more symbolic they become. He becomes, a canvas for projection, a symbol of cultural pride, a test case for soft power politics. And sometimes symbolism is stronger than statements. Analysts are beginning to speculate on long-term implications. Will governments monitor celebrity influence more closely? Or will fan bases become recognized political variables? Or could future negotiations include cultural figures as indirect leverage? It sounds dramatic. But 5 years ago, so did the idea that a single viral hashtag could influence corporate decisions on national debates. Now it's normal. The most mind-blowing truth isn't whether Trump officially warned Xi. It's this: we are witnessing a transformation of power. Influence is no longer vertical, government to people. It's horizontal, community to community. And sometimes, it's diagonal, celebrity to nation-state. That shift is historic. Behind every cultural storm lies something even more powerful: money. Entertainment is no longer just art. It's a multi-billion-dollar global industry tied to streaming platforms, international box office revenue, brand endorsements, cross-border partnerships, tourism influence, merchandise ecosystems. If a celebrity like Yu Menglong becomes entangled in geopolitical tension, the economic consequences ripple outward. Studios may hesitate to distribute certain projects. Brands could reassess endorsements. International collaborations may stall. Markets may react to uncertainty. Soft power isn't just symbolic, it's profitable. And when profits intersect with politics, stakes rise instantly. This may sound dramatic, but analysts in intelligence and strategic forecasting circles pay attention to cultural flashpoints. Why? Because public sentiment can predict consumer behavior, political pressure, social stability trends, international image shifts. A viral wave driven by millions of emotionally invested fans becomes a measurable signal. Governments track sentiment, markets track sentiment, and sentiment is exactly what this saga has ignited. Let's look ahead 5 years. Scenario A: celebrity neutralization. Governments increase subtle control mechanisms over cultural figures to prevent them from becoming geopolitical flashpoints. This could mean tighter media oversight, strategic career management, controlled public appearances. The result? Fewer unpredictable viral moments. Instead of suppressing influence, governments embrace it. Cultural icons become official ambassadors, strategic goodwill figures, tools for diplomatic softening. In this scenario, actors like Yu Menglong become bridges rather than pressure points. Fan bases become so powerful that governments can no longer predict or contain narrative explosions. This is the most unpredictable path. In this future, fan-driven movements shape international headlines. Algorithms amplify geopolitical symbolism. Leaders must react in real time. Power becomes fluid. One overlooked angle is generational. Young people worldwide consume politics through short-form videos, memes, influencer commentary, viral breakdowns. For millions, this saga wasn't read in policy papers. It was watched in edits. It was debated in comment sections. It was experienced emotionally. And that shapes worldview. When politics merges with pop culture, youth engagement increases dramatically. That alone changes the long-term political landscape. Silence can be a move. If Xi Jinping chooses not to respond directly, it may signal strategic restraint. avoiding escalation while maintaining internal control. But silence also allows narratives to grow unchecked. In the age of digital virality, vacuum equals speculation, and speculation fuels momentum. Trump's political brand has always thrived on directness, provocation, media dominance, unpredictability. Inserting himself, directly or symbolically, into a cultural controversy aligns perfectly with that strategy. It guarantees attention, and attention is leverage. For Yu Menglong, the situation is delicate. He stands at a crossroads where remaining silent preserves stability, or speaking out amplifies global attention. Taking a side could redefine his legacy. Sometimes the most powerful move is not choosing a visible move at all. His future decisions, whether public or subtle, could shape how this entire saga is remembered. Even if leaders step back, the algorithm won't. Content creators will continue analyzing body language, timing of statements, or project announcements, or social media activity. Every small detail becomes potential evidence in an ongoing narrative. That's the new reality. Diplomacy is no longer confined to conference rooms. It's dissected frame by frame online. Strip away the drama. Remove the speculation. Ignore the viral edits. What remains? A signal. A signal that global power is evolving from centralized authority to distributed influence. Governments still hold policy, but communities hold attention. And attention is now geopolitical currency. Years from now, historians may not ask, did Trump really warn Xi over Yu Menglong? They may ask, was this one of the first moments the world realized that celebrity culture had officially merged with global diplomacy? Because that's the real revelation. Not the headline, not the rumor, but the transformation.